Hey, a great Wednesday evening. It is a beautiful evening in the city of Brownsville. And let me say, guys, it is good to be back at the studios doing the show. One of the things that I try to share with folks is that I was doing we're having a church conference in Mexico. So, I was sounding like an echo. No, that's my YouTube thing. Having a church conference in Mexico. So what happens is, este, and I'm trying not to say uh, I would do the shows over there. The church conference is over at 8 o'clock. So I figured it's not enough time to make sure that I cross and get here on time to the studio. So I'll just do the shows there. And finally, I got Wi-Fi at our office. It just doesn't feel the same. That's one of the reasons why I wasn't doing the show early in the morning because of the same thing. It's just I have to do it from over there. It just does not feel the same.
Yeah, especially when you have people walking behind you.
Yeah, and it gets to that kind of weird. Charlie,
The what?
I I forgot that I didn't lock the office.
Mm. Hey, have you gotten any more updates on that guy that found
What?
and over there by Illinois? Remember
Yeah,
that? Have you gotten any updates on the guy from Illinois, the one they found dead?
yeah. It was a 53-year-old male. They sent the body to the hospital for an autopsy. Katie, hey Katie. Sorry about talking about the dead guy, but right when Katie came on, um, supposedly, if I read the first report, well, they suspected foul play. Is that what you got from it?
Yeah, I'm just wondering if maybe they have already gotten a person or any more leads.
No, the thing that, oh my lord, my god, what I got was that's just that it's a 53-year-old guy, and 53-year-old guy, and the guy is the
It was crazy, like foul play. I guess he was beaten up or something. And then someone had mentioned that he was supposedly walking earlier with like a younger kid, or like a kid, like a 4 or 5 year old kid. But it was
what?
just like a comment at their place. I don't know if it was the actual same person or not.
I'm struggling to hear you.
Let me hide volume. But no, never
Yeah.
mind.
What?
Never mind.
Well, it's trippy because one of the things that I think that we'd experienced was how there's a lot more accidents that happened here that we're actually aware. Well, not accidents, but incidents that happened that we're actually aware of.
Yeah. Has like the commissioner from that side like said anything? Like any what's it called? The media release or something?
Any, any fundio?
No. No. Has the commissioner from that area said anything?
The commissioners haven't said anything. The ones that made the report was the sheriff department. And again, very thorough report. You know,
Yeah.
it's there. I don't know. I think again that it's a very thorough report. I'm caught in the middle of trying to do like 12 different things at the same time. I'm going crazy. Well,
I, I I would assume having a secretary would help.
what happens is, even if you have like an assistant, Sam, even
Yeah.
if you have a secretary, stuff doesn't always get done the way you want it to get done. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you remember, I'm very, very nitpicky about different things. And I'm very, very nitpicky about the way I want my things arranged and the
To
way
say the least.
huh?
To say the least.
To say the least, yeah. Este, but I am very picky about stuff like that. And again, it's kind of trippy because let's say that it was just a friend that was helping me out. I'd still be nitpicky.
Yeah.
But because I'm paying the people, I want stuff done the certain way. Like one of the things that I do at the office is I make sure that I put the air conditioning up to 83 now, as to make sure that it turns off because of the thermostat. Because that's what El Primo. Oh my God, woman, my cat. Because that's what El Primo said that we needed to do to make sure that the air conditioner was up to 83. Like, because so that mi amor, so that to make sure that that
It
the
sounds like you have Tourette's.
huh? She is so nuts. This cat, she'll get Kleenex for some reason, and she adores Kleenex, and she likes to bite the crap out of it and make a complete freaking mess. This crap, and I'm going like, why do you have to mess with Kleenex? You're a damn cat. That's all I got.
Hey, welcome back.
It seems like I'm fighting with cats in front of me, cats everywhere. Let's go. Good evening, good evening, good evening, evening, Katie, Hermosa, good evening, Salmine, good evening. So when Beto gets elected, he will connect the Texas power grid to the rest of the country's electrical grid. Um, First of all, there ain't no way in hell that Beto is going to get elected. It's impossible. Not going to happen. Texas is not going blue. And with all the mess that's going around in the country, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. The recommendation is to leave the AC at 83. Yeah, never in my life.
No, but
I,
that's only when you're out of the office and not while you're in there.
yeah, well,
Why don't you just get like those smart thermostats? That way you control it from your app.
I'm not that. Yeah, actually, that sounds like a great idea. Both my cats. My male cat was like not on the friendly side. So the guy would just stay to his own, and I only had to deal with Emma. But now Chema wants to be all friends and buddies. So he wants to crawl on top of the keyboard every time I'm working on it and wants to lick my fingers. That's exactly what he's doing now. This is Chema. Now he's all my buddy and buddy. But he won't leave my side. Look, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I can only do with this lovey stuff for like 15, 20 minutes, even for my cat.
Be it a human or be it an animal.
Anything. That is why I have this great relationship with my nieces and nephews, because I don't get to see them.
So-called great relationship.
This is Chema. I don't get to see him. I don't want to see him more than 15 minutes. And then go back home to your mother and father. With cats, that's one of the reasons why I love cats. Because cats, you mess with them a little bit and then they leave. They're gone. But for some reason, Emma and Chema are not typical cats. They want to be right. No, ¿por qué no pueden ser gatos normales? They want to be. He's right here.
But you know what?
Look.
You started to sound like somebody I know.
And Emma
Le
is right
vas a
here.
comprar los gabinetes. That's how you sound like right now.
Porque le estás echando y gritando a los gatitos? No debes de hacer eso con tus hijos. No debes de ser malo con tus hijos. Tienes que amarlos. Tú los escogiste. It feels like it's been forever, man. How the hell are you? I'm doing good. But it does feel, it's kind of trippy because even when you miss a couple of days, it just doesn't feel the same. It's crazy. But I'm going to work it, so I'll do the show in the morning from the office. Uh, Tomorrow night, I'm going to rush back so I can be here tomorrow night as well. I apologize for these past couple of days, guys. It's just, it really has been a crazy, hectic schedule.
As it
Uh,
is, it's hectic on a regular day, and then right now it's even crazier.
yeah, with the church, and let me tell you, we've been having a great response at the church conference. Not as many people as I thought would be there. I think tomorrow is going to be like a good 300 people there, but still a great event. Hats off to everyone that took part in it, especially me. You want to start off with the POV bill? The internet?
Oh, I think the internet thing, it's crazy.
What do you think about the internet thing?
I'm trying to figure out who owns the company that is getting the contract.
That internet company?
Yeah,
Well, I know for a fact that they're like in cahoots with Trey Mendes. Now,
but who are they? What's the name behind the person?
well,
What's the
it's
name?
got
Sorry, what's the name behind the business?
it's got to be some business partner or something to do with them. But let me tell you, we are spending 20 million of our dollars, 20 million of the city's dollars for something that, according to the companies, we really don't need. Now, if I understood it
I'm
correctly,
like,
and again,
who? I know I didn't post this to you, but I know they did like a so-called survey with like 1,500 people at tops. I'm like, you're trying to have 1,500 people represent over 200,000 people. Did you happen to find the 1,500 people that have like the worst internet service around the whole town? Or are you just trying to play around with numbers and say, like, oh, my son didn't get the job because of poor internet service?
well, it's the same thing with
I'll send you the picture. It is ridiculous what they have on their page.
yeah, send it to me. Part of the problem is that it's like the numbers that they produced in regards to PUB compared to other electric companies. It's the same thing. When you have
Yeah,
control, when you have control of the metrics, Sam, you can make the numbers say anything you want them to say. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. That's like saying like the majority of girls from Bronzeville that have abortions are Mexican.
Yeah. Well, let's say okay, let's say you go out there and you want to, bring a some type of women's health clinic here. So what you're
Mhm.
going to do is you go out there and you look for 1,500 single mothers, you know, and then you go out there and ask them some questions. Hey, is healthcare an important issue in your life? What about resources for single parents? And you're going to get 90 some percent of the people answering that survey or that questionnaire say yeah, because that's the situation that they find themselves. So you can control all these damn surveys. And I've
Yeah.
already shared how they put individuals on these boards and the committees. I don't know if you saw, guys, but I just shared the list of the individuals that are on the PUB bill. Did you see that list, Sam?
No.
Well, I'm going to share them with you. On the PUB bill, on the PUB board, Sandra Steins, connected to Tony Martinez, a Tony Martinez person. Patricio Sampaio. This guy's been on boards and committees for the past 30 years. Sandra Lopez Langley, another Tony Martinez favorite out there. Jude Benavides, Trey Mendes' drinking buddy. Arthur Art Rendon, this is the guy that got fired from BISD, The guy that got questioned by the FBI because of his relationship with Sylvia Atkinson and his relationship with Adela Garza. These are Ana Quinn. Ana Quinn is a friend of mine. We don't talk anymore because I kind of was upset because we haven't received any information in regards to the Tenasca, and I don't like to be screwed around with. But I still consider her a friend. But still, guys, all members on here are orange ticket holders, guys. These folks here, guys, on this list, guys, on the PUB board, are the rich of Brownsville. How is that represented? How are the people in the poorer parts of Brownsville represented on the PUB board? Absolutely not, Sam. Because at the end of the day, every single person on this list, every single member of the PUB board, every single one, they can afford $200-300 extra a month. I'm not saying they're paying that because they're on the PUB board, but they could save. They could pay an extra
Just out of
$200.
curiosity, I wonder how much is the bill for a person who charges their Tesla at home? How much is their POB bill?
I don't even know who can get that. But let's say, Sam, that their bill is the same as our bill. They can afford the bill. They're the rich. For them, spending an extra $200-300, man, from a month is nothing. Nothing. For me, $200. That's half a trip to Colombia.
Or about 4 bags of cat litter.
Huh?
Or 4 bags of cat litter.
Cat litter. Let me tell you, for some reason, I've been my assistant. I call her my assistant. I don't like calling her my secretary. My assistant is all like, "Ya tenemos mucha arena de gatos." I said, "It's never enough." I literally have a mountain. I'm not even joking. I have a small little mountain of cat litter.
Did you ever get your bottles of pasita?
Huh?
Have you gotten your bottles of pasita?
No, man. Because Efra, el músico de la calle, is not in Puebla. And I literally got to go fly down there, go pick up some more.
That's when you know you have issues.
Well, it's trippy because, I mean, I have some other stuff, you know. Es una mendiga. I have some other stuff. I've got some like artesanal mezcal cremas. Things are pretty damn good. But it's not the same. This is Emma. She doesn't leave my side. And the other one is scratching up my leg right now.
Maybe I would like, maybe it's this like far, but maybe they're hungry.
Bro, let me tell you, these two cats, bro, they eat like there's no damn tomorrow. Chema, Chema, ven para acá. Ven para acá. Chema, tapanzón. I'm not even joking. He's fat. And he's always eating, Sam. And they're kittens, you know? Kittens. And you would think the kittens, you know, can control themselves. No, they poop, Sam.
Hey, what happened to your previous office cat?
Huh?
Your previous office cat.
He died.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Look at this is Chema. Look at that panzota. Look at that big old belly, bro. Estás panzón. Nomás estás trague y trague todo el día. That's all you do.
You're saying that while you're eating.
Well, I haven't actually eaten all day long. He's fat. He just put his tail in my mouth. He's fat. And literally, bro, this guy, I mean, just eats and poops all day long. I mean, I already had to change the cat litter twice, and it's supposed to last like 3 times.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Get a question. Uh, c- Current members of the City of Brownsville Charter. Huh?
Is
Oh,
that from like a particular committee or something?
Derek Reina, Evaristo Cárdenas, Deis Zamora, Michael Gonzalez, Raúl Gonzalez. Maybe they can recommend how PUB boards are. I don't know who. Oh, let me tell you again. Look at this Patricio Sampaio. Didn't I just mention his name? The guy's on
Yeah.
PUB. I mean, he's also part of the Brownsville Charter. Do do you think someone that sits in the Brownsville Charter is going to recommend for himself to go change all that crap out there?
Nope.
It's not going to happen. It's the same people, guys. The same people that go from one committee to another committee to another committee. He's the next Roy Los Santos. Next, you're going to hear he's going to run for mayor of the city of Brownsville or something.
Because they won't make any recommendations unless they see your name quite often.
Nelda, did you catch Nelda? Did you catch Nelda when I mentioned Patricio Sampaio on the PUB board? It's ridiculous. Now, my question, Sam, out of 250,000 people, Sam, in the city of Brownsville, why do they have to keep on repeating the same people over and over on the same boards and committees?
Because supposedly they don't recognize the other names, so they'll just won't approve it.
That's a bunch of malarkey. Get a kennel for when you're doing your project. You know what? I am so against kennels. You know, I'm so against kennels. Oh, look, we got someone on the board on that Brownsville City Charter. Had several recommendations regarding PUB, didn't make it to the ballot, but we did pass term limit initiatives. But let me tell you, Judge, it really, really trips me out. Why is it Sampaio? He sits on PUB board, sits on the charter board, sits on the housing committee, and he sits on everything. Why is it always the same people over and over and over and over again? Why can't other
What
individuals
about a
throughout
limit on how many committees you can be in?
what?
How about a limit on how many committees you can be in?
Well, again, they want. It's like De Los Santos was like 5 of them himself. Don't you remember? No.
Yes. I said yeah, but I was muted. I don't know if the echo was there or not. Okay.
The rate comparison PUB put out is beyond ridiculous. There's electric companies out there that offer free electricity on evenings and weekends with $80 monthly bills.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%.
And how come PUB doesn't offer free weekends and free nights?
Because we own it. We have to make that change. But while we have the same people, guys, Sampaio, that science chick, that other Tony Martinez, that Lopez Langley, and I got nothing against these people, man. But it's always this Art Rendon. I mean, the guy's a rata, man. I mean, the guy got called in by FBI at least 10, 11 times. 10, 11 times was a business partner with, what's her name? Sylvia Atkinson. Buddy chummies with Adela Garza. And he sits on the PUB board. Again, no one other than someone that's being investigated by the FBI could you put on the PUB board?
And now I recall who this guy is. He was a TSC board member.
Yes, that one. It's again, it's always the same people. When are they going to leave us alone? When you win, Commissioner, can Erasmo shake up the board? Yes! Have little effect on the city ones. But look, guys, we've got to start winning some of these races, folks. nothing is going to change until we start winning some of these races and start taking these seats back. And look, I'm not just saying this because of Judge Costco is here, but it's one of the things that I mentioned to folks that I shared at I went out there on the Republican little meet and thing, and I wish someone would have recorded it. That would have been great. Maybe I should have.
I don't think nobody from there recorded you.
I don't know why the
Any
hell.
part.
I don't know why the hell I didn't think of it till now. I should have recorded that sucker. But I told them out there, y'all have to. We all have to unite. Unity. The only way we take back the city, the only way we take back PUB, the only way we take back the county is if we continue to unite.
Maybe you could record yourself when you go on Friday.
I'm not going Friday. Screw that. I thought about it.
They accidentally left you out.
No, and let me tell you, I took offense to it.
Yes. I would understand. Like,
but with that, it's kind of a weird deal. It's one of these events, and again, I'm not very aware of all this stuff that happens. Again, I've never received as much donations as I've received for this race. But let me say, guys, I'm not used to these type of little events. Well, this event is supposed to be an event where you go and it's like a meet and greet. You get 3 minutes to speak, and people are supposed to come and bring you checks, like donations. They don't even have me on the list. So you think anyone is going to want to throw a donation my way?
What if they're dollar bills and they kind of put them like on the side of the pants?
Maybe if I put a tip jar.
Yes, like a money tree thing.
Or maybe I should wear a G-string, but like put it right here. Why did they leave me off the list? No,
comments like that.
And I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but Roman's making me into one. They don't like you.
Hey, but just remember, he's gonna block walk with you.
This is Roman. They don't like you, Erasmo. They don't like you, and I'm trying to convince them to vote for you. I'm going like, okay. Let me know when the pep talk's going to be over. No. You don't get it, Erasmo. They don't like you, and they don't like you. But I'm trying to convince them that they have to vote for you. We're like, that ups my morale. That is why I am one of the
Thanks
great.
for giving me some confidence.
Yeah, thanks for that confidence boost. But that's one of the reasons why I am such an amazing candidate, because I have no emotions, no feelings like that. It's kind of trippy, but because I had to get to Sam's, because I had to buy some stuff that we needed in Matamoros, So they were going on and on and on about this event, and I'm sitting there, I'm going like, after my speech, my amazing speech, and they go like, going on and on about this event, the one that I didn't get invited to, and I'm sitting there going like, what the hell am I doing here? I didn't get placed on the list. Why am I even here hearing the discussion about, are we bringing sandwiches? We can't bring alcohol, but we can. We're going to have some tea and some lemonade. And I'm going like, like, I don't care what the hell you're going to share at this event that I didn't get invited to anyway. Who cares? And then it was kind of trippy because they were going to bring some sandwiches and some rats. And I'm going like, and I was sitting in the front, I don't miss a beat. I said, some rats? You're going to be serving rats? That's after my amazing speech.
What did they mean when they said rats?
And they were like, huh? Well, he was trying to say raps.
That's what I kind of figured. Raps.
But it came out like rats and going like, okay. Let's see. Uh, let's see. Erasmo,
You skipped the other
it,
comments.
so is it safe to say Trey was not your friend all along and only used you? Let me tell you, it's like if we were like in a real relationship, it's like if we're, I don't hear the echo back. It's like if we're in this partner type of relationship, you know, guys. I don't like to be the chick in the relationship, but I sort of feel like the chick. So Trey, stop making me feel like a chick. It's not like I'm going swimming or something.
I thought you were the guy of the relationship since you were bigger.
That's what he said. Carlos, how can a regular citizen be on a PUB board? Can't. Must be appointed by city commissioner. Recommended that a supermajority. I recommended that supermajority approve appointments. Didn't happen. The board shall be appointed by a majority of city commission to serve the following for 4 years terms in office. It's ridiculous. Están enrizados hasta el tronco. Yeah. Qualifications for board member. Any person who is a legal resident and qualified voter of the city of Brownsville may be appointed to the board. A person who has served as a member of the board. I don't get that. Uh, there used to be a policy that no person could sit on more than one city appointed committee at the same time. They did away with it, I'm guessing, because I just showed you where Sampaio was on the PUB board. He's on the housing. And, for some reason, guys, that guy's not letting go of the housing one. He's been on that housing committee for 30 years, guys. He, I mean, something is happening there, guys. And that's what really, really trips me out because they're all making a buck, Sam. And again, when 7 years ago, when I ran for the mayor of the city of Brownsville, I stated the number one issue, because you always get asked that, the number one issue with the city of Brownsville are the boards and committees. I warned people back then. I was right. But then you got these imbeciles, part of this LGBTQIA community, coming on, that Kristen Kishi, whatever she is, comes out, or they, whatever it is, I don't care, comes out, and I go, well, that's well, you were embarrassed you took out the BISD board. I said, no, not at all. Not for a second. Bessie, stupid. A person who served as a board member for an initial term shall be eligible to be appointed for one additional 4-year term and one only. A member who's appointed. Yeah, but Sampaio's been on the housing board for 30 years, 1,000 years. They say if you shout, Midget Menace! Midget Menace! Midget Menace! Oh, at a mirror, nothing happens. I was yelling at my mirror. Something should be done about the 18-wheeler trucks coming from the port. They should only use the left lane unless turning right to prevent. Well, again, does anyone remember how we were supposed to get the loop? You remember that, Sam? The loop.
Weren't they working on that, or they're having some approvals? That's the Cameron County Regional Mobility Department.
It never happened. It never
and
happened.
Then I asked about the bridge, and they had no clue about the bridge that's supposed to be on the south over there by the East Avenue, or by Southmost actually. And they had no clue. But their page is so not updated. It's behind 2 years.
It's ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous. And again, we were supposed to get that not that loop that was supposed to go from the port all the way allá atrás, down 511, all the way. Have you driven down 511, guys, recently? That's a 2-lane street.
Yeah.
You cannot have 18-wheelers all lined up going down a 2-way street. It's a disaster ready to happen.
They were supposed to expand it, but I don't know. I don't think they have space on the sides to expand that street. It's a great idea. It's not gonna come easily.
I honestly, Sam, I don't even know where they started or where they stopped. Because if you go off of South Padre Island Highway on the Port of Brownsville to Port of Brownsville, you turn to going towards 511,
Yeah.
and it goes from being a two-lane street to a one-lane street before it gets to the church building over there on Indiana. You know, so from there, from the church building on, Sam, well, a little bit before that, all the way on, it's just a two-lane street.
Yeah, and it seems like that all the way till it hits over there 511 and hits all the way to like Southmost. It's a two-lane street.
It's just well, it's one lane going each way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I meant. And
Seems
I know I saw some construction. I want to say a while back. I don't know what exactly what they're doing, but it didn't seem like they were expanding anything anytime soon.
yeah. Look, it's Sampaio and Cowan. Why are they still bored on this housing stuff? You know, they're adamant on it. They don't want to let it go. And again, you don't want to let something go when you're sucking on the damn tit. You know, they are sucking on the damn tit.
For that guy to be there 30 years, that's a pretty good one.
Proverbial tit. Proverbial. But think of it this way, guys. When you got this, big one out there, and you're taking out that milk, 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 and it's a never ending milk. You know why it's a never ending tit? Why it's a never ending milk? Because we're always getting federal money for it. Because we're the poorest community in the country. They're always on there. They never let it go. It's like Sylvia Atkinson with BISD. All day, all night. Nom 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 nom. And it's not getting any thinner. Cowan and Sampaio have been on that board for like 30 years. 30 years. Does anyone think that they're out there serving the community?
Does anybody in the community actually know them?
Huh?
Does anybody in the community actually know them that they're part of a committee that's supposed to be helping the city?
Uh no. I know Sampaio, and I know Cowan. Still the best looking commissioner on that damn board.
Then
But
you don't have an audit for PUB.
where's the damn audit, John? Look, you just went down 5 grades of good looking. 5 grades. Because you promised the damn audit in May. We're not in June anymore. Or Kansas. And it's already July. And then it's going to be August, Sam. And no audit. But a lot of
But a whole lot of so-called reports trying to compare yourself to another electric companies where you're not really showing the actual numbers.
well, it's so unfortunate because at the end of the day, we just get screwed. You know, we just constantly get screwed. There also used to be a policy that you could not serve more than 2 terms on any board. But this is the problem, Daniel. They go from one board and then they get put back on the other. And because nobody checks, a lot of these people have been on these boards for decades. What is this Langley
The
chick?
thing is that they try to get on good boards or good committees because that's where like the ones where they have the money at, you know.
Yeah,
But it's not like they're gonna get on a instead of getting on a good committee, they just send you to like the back of the line, like the safety committee.
yeah, but why do we need a Sandra Sines, a Tony Martinez person? Why do we need a Patricio Sampaio, a Sandra Lopez Langley, another Tony Martinez person, a Jude Benavides? Man, that guy's on Trey Mendes tit all day long. You remember Dr. Benavides?
Um, about the tax credits for the people from the southmost area, about the AC units getting
Yeah. This guy
energy
was,
efficient.
yeah,
And
this
you're
guy was,
like, no, they don't care about tax credits because they just get $10,000 in tax refunds.
this
Yes, I
guy,
think I do remember.
yeah, this guy was my home ecology or something,
Environmental science.
environmental science professor.
I have great memory. I don't know about you.
I don't, but I had the class with Rolando, and it's kind of funny, deal. But I mean, he was an okay professor.
And I know there was the other teacher, and I know it pissed you off that you didn't get that extra credit, even though you went to the beach to do the cleanup.
Yes, bastard. Is Sampaio from the same corrupt family from Arizona? No, he's from part of that Mexican mafia. How can that guy be on the board for that long and get away with it? Because nom, 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 nom. And look, because they keep everybody else happy, Nelda. I'm not even joking. Find out how long Sampaio's been on the housing board. I can almost guarantee you it's been decades. How do we know the Roy isn't being blackmailed? Blackmailed. They're not delivering mail to his back. Ethics Commission meeting tomorrow at 4 p.m. Old Federal Building, fourth floor, open to the public. Ugh. I'm going to have my friends attend because I got worship service. I know, tasteless. You erase your comment. Like Doriche's Pizza Crust. Their pizza sucks. Tempty said the kitty, but the milk still good. Stop screaming! You're scaring my pet iguana. Keep that iguana in your pants. Most uneducated community, poorest community, poor voter turnout, most corrupt county. When can we be good at something? Did you see that we're the most one of the most educated communities in the nation?
Yes, but that's a play of numbers too.
Well, let me tell
But
you.
yeah, like yes, I understand. Not many people go into, um, I guess, into a school or even here. But it's because I know I had talked with somebody and they had said the same thing about like the rural areas, but they were like, no, well, those people are not educated because they go into like the farming business and all that stuff.
Well, I seem to think that a lot of people here tend to leave here.
That's also another factor. They'd rather just go to San Antonio, which is where everybody goes, and try to be the higher class, even though it's just a bigger valley.
Waka 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 waka. Waka. Oh, you sound like Pac-Man. Waka 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 waka. You could put an orangutan on that board, and he'd do just as good a job as any of. City come a person may be elected to serve on city commissioner, either district at large for more than 20, no more for more than 2 to 4 year terms, and a person who has held the position as city commissioner for any portion of the time a term the person was elected to the position may not be elected. What? City commissioner more than once? I'm not understanding. Mr. Boop, how have you been? I've been doing better. Is that meeting on Zoom or YouTube? I don't think so. I'm not sure. Whoever put it up there should know. We best McAllen area more high school diplomas. They need Sam and Maggie in that meeting. Yeah, they're not going to be accepted to any board or committee either. Uh, I wanted to talk about
I think they already know us. That's why.
the Miss Frijoles and Miss Enchiladas and
I've noticed that she's become more active on the social network.
who else?
Myra Flores.
Well, yeah, let me tell you.
Although she hasn't quite liked any of your posts, though. Kind of fishy.
I don't think she likes me.
I don't think she likes you either.
Okay. I still can recognize the great accomplishment. Erasmo, can orangutan run for the board? Maybe. Guys, I need to go perform a wedding.
Hey, but what were you gonna say about Myra?
I don't, did you hear that Pete Arredondo will likely be terminated this Saturday? Uh, yes, but again, should have been terminated a long time ago, or at least placed on leave. No, Sam? Or do you still think they should have followed protocols?
I knew you were gonna say that word. Um, he's gonna end up being fired, to be honest.
I think so. Might have voted against the gay rights bill today. You know, I do not know what was on that bill, but I think again I would probably need to see it. But like I posted on Joe Biden's page, the gay rights bill is not that high on most people's priority list right
Like on
about
the
now.
priority list.
You know, I think more people out there are a little bit more concerned about the gas prices, food prices, electricity, and border security. And maybe gay rights bills comes, second to the last. Have a good evening. Have a
It
great.
should doesn't justify her voting against it, but most of the time when they vote against something, it's because they just want to modify some small little
Why?
details on
Well,
it.
again, part of the problem was once you get to vote on it, you have to vote up or down. And if there's a lot of, again, I haven't read it, I don't know what's in it, but if there's a lot of things in there, that go out there, and let me say this, guys, I don't think that men should be participating in women's sports. Never, you know. And if part of that gay rights bill, excuses, or is okay with men participating in female sports, then I would have voted against it too. Again, I'm not saying that's in there. I'm saying that we don't know what's in there. Protocols have to be followed for his termination, Sam. Do these are rank things need a GED or high school diploma? No. Guys, have a great evening. Social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer. I'll be back tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock in the morning. It's good to be back in the studio, guys. Be good to each other. Continue to be good to me. God bless.